Namaskar. I am Prashant Durafe and you are watching Kunoprapudi YouTube channel. Today I am going to talk on breathing. Breathing is so obvious and repetitive process that we tend to overlook it, just as we overlook the biological clock. Breathing awareness will give you certain kind of control on the physical and mental activities. I will share various aspects of breathing with you in upcoming videos. Today we will focus on the minute pause between inhalation and exhalation. The outgoing and incoming breath makes a circle. Breath going in is half the circle, breath going out is the other half of the circle. Why put such emphasis upon turning? What is so special about turning? If you know driving, you know about gears. Each time you change the gear, you have to pass through the neutral gear, which is not a gear at all. On the first gear, you move to the second, or from second to the third. But always you have to move through the neutral gear. That neutral gear is a turning point. In that turning point, the first gear becomes the second, and the second becomes the third. When your breath goes in and turns out, it passes through the neutral gear. Otherwise, it cannot turn out. It passes through the neutral territory. In that neutral territory, you are neither a body nor a soul, neither physical nor mental. Because the physical is a gear of your being, and the mental is another gear of your being. You go on moving from gear to gear, but you must have a neutral gear where you are neither body nor mind. In that neutral gear, you simply are. You are simply an existence. You are simple, unembodied, with no mind. That is why there is the emphasis on the term. Man is a machine, a large, very complicated machine. You have many gears in your body, many gears in your mind. You are not aware of your great mechanism, but you are a great machine. It is a great mechanical device. You have millions and millions of cells, but each cell is alive. Every moment the mechanism is working. It is very complicated mechanism. For example, in the night, when you drop into sleep, you change gears. Because during the day, you need a different mechanism for a waking consciousness. A different part of the mind functions. When you drop into sleep, and that part becomes non-functional. Another part of the mind begins to function. And there is a gap, an interval, a turning. A gear is changed. In the morning, when you are again getting up, the gear is changed. You are silently sitting, and as suddenly someone says something and you get angry. You move into another gear. That is why everything changes. Let us take an analogy of car. A car is standing, you start it, do not put into any gear. Let it be neutral. It will go on pulling, vibrating, trembling, but it cannot move. It will get hot. That is why when you are angry and you cannot do something, you will get hot. The mechanism is ready to run and do something and you are not doing. You will get hot. You are a mechanism, but of course, not only a mechanism. You are more. But the more has to be found. When you get into a gear, everything changes inside. When you change the gear, there is a turning. Be aware at that turn. But it is very short term, very minute observation is needed. And we are just without any observing capacity. We cannot observe anything. We are not aware. We are not alert. We cannot pay attention to anything. We just go on jumping. This is part of our heritage, our monkey heritage. Our mind is just the outgrowth of monkey mind. So the monkey moves on. He goes on jumping from here and there. The monkey cannot sit still. Why are these turnings so important? They are important because on turning, the breath leaves you to move in a different direction. If breath is alive, then you are dead. If breath is your body, then you are no body. If breathing is mind, then you are no mind in that particular moment of turning. If you stop your breath, mind stops suddenly. If you stop your breath just now, your mind will stop. The mind cannot function. A sudden stoppage of breath and the mind stops. Why? They are disjoint. When your moving breath is joining the mind with the body, the non-moving breath is disjoint. Then you are in the neutral gear. The car is running, the power is on, the car is making a noise, it is ready to go forward, but it is not in a gear. So the body of the car and the mechanism of the car are not joined. The car is divided into two. It is ready to move, but the moving mechanism is not joined with it. The same happens with the breath takes a turn. You are not joined with it. In that moment, you can easily become aware of who you are. What is this being? What is it to be? Who is inside this house of the body? Who is the master? Am I just the house, or there is some master also? Am I just the mechanism, or does something else also penetrate this mechanism? The Vigyan Bhairav meditation techniques are the ultimate source of self-realization, which I will be sharing on every full moon day of the month. These techniques will help you in tuning your internal clock by increasing awareness about the inner mechanism. I would recommend to follow these methods while preparing for sleep. Dhanyavad.